as you guys can see from the title, today I want to share with you guys my mid-year empties update. I missed this last year. I did this in 2022. I don't know why I missed doing this last year, but I wanted to share with you guys where I stand with my empties. Only my makeup empties. I do not tally up skincare, perfume, hair care, body care. The only thing I really care about is the makeup. Makeup is where my empties are at, and that's the most amount of things that I own anyway, so that's where I want to control and know where I stand with my stuff. So I am here to share with you guys, like I said, my mid-year check-in to see how much I've used up so far in the month of, or up until the month of June. So it's been 6 months, been tallying this up since January 1st, all the way up until today's date. So I'm excited to share this with you guys. So if you're interested to see how much makeup I've used so far, stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to start off with face products, complexion products, then, you know, all the fun stuff that I have for you guys. Unfortunately, like I mentioned, I didn't do this last year, so I can't compare it to last year. So I'm just going to roll with it and hoping that I remember to do this next year so I can compare it from this year to next year kind of thing. So I'll make a note of that to myself to do that next year. So let's start out with this anyway. As far as face primers, so far, I've only used up one. I really thought that another one would have been done by now, but it is still squirting product out, so it's still not officially done. So this is the Vanessa Myricks, the Clear Balm one. So you guys can see it's completely done. This was a free gift with purchase, a very generous free gift with purchase. I would purchase this in a full size. I have already, because of this sample size, have purchased a full size in the color version for foundation, and I love it. So I would purchase this. And I like samples that allow me to, can you stop? Stay in my hand. You're being rude. These kind of products and these samples I love because they allow me to test things out, and then that's how I know whether I want to buy something or not. Foundations. So I only have one empty this year so far. It is the IT Cosmetics CC Nude Glow. This is something that I used for quite some time. I believe I started using this right as soon as winter had hit, and I've been using it since. I'm very happy I finished this off. It took me a while to finish this off. I knew I was only going to at least have one, maybe two foundation finishes this year because all my foundations were bought last year. So I don't have anything that's like rolling in prior to that. So happy at least one got done this year. Concealers, correctors, I have two of them. A corrector from Benefit and a concealer from Makeup Forever. The Makeup Forever HD one I would highly recommend if it was still available. This was purchased from a recommendation and I loved it, but since I purchased these, they have discontinued this and reformulated it. I have not purchased the new one, so I don't know, and I can attest to that, but I did love this one. And as far as the Benefit corrector, I liked the formula, didn't like the color. So I think I found something better anyway, but I'm happy that I got two done this year. Powders, you guys. I'm excited about this. I have finished two powders up. This is a recent finish. This is actually something I finished today as we speak. Today was the last day I used this on my face. We have the Wet n Wild Photo Finish in Translucent, as well as the Beauty Bakery in Translucent. I believe this is now called Oat. Can't remember. I know they changed the names and what I have is not the same. So as far as this one goes, the Wet n Wild one, I love it in the winter, don't like it in the summer. So that's that with this one. Would I repurchase this one? I'd have to really be tough with money as far as finances, and I really can't afford something I really like, or no, I wouldn't. I found other things that are better, and I'd rather spend the higher end knowing that these take me a while to use up anyway, so it's not a big deal. Beauty Bakery one I love for this time of year. I loved it for the summertime only specifically, but once again, I have found other ones that I can use all year round, and that's what I'm looking for, not necessarily winter, summer. I just want one that goes all year round. So I think I found something like that. I'm just trying to go through all of my powder foundation. I mean, not my powder foundation, all my powders, and I believe I might have one more coming. I might. Sometime at the end of the year, you'll see another powder coming, which that's awesome. Brow products. I have one pencil done. This is the Benefit Precisely My Brow. Really enjoyed it, but for the amount of product that I need for my brows, it's very minimal, and this goes pretty quickly. I found something else that goes slower because I don't use a lot of it, but I found that this goes rather quickly for what it is. So if I really wanted to be bougie, I would buy it, but I found something a little bit more less expensive that lasts a little longer. For brow products like brow gels, I have two that I finished. This is the Almay Brow Styler and then the Wet n Wild Brow Sensitive. It's a brow shaping gel. Never heard of this one. I just picked it up on a whim. This has been a repurchase. This has now been discontinued. Can't find it anywhere unless it's online on Amazon or something. But I really did like this one, and these last me so long. It's a shame because I like the fact that it lasted me a long time and it did do what it needed to do without breaking the bank. So because I couldn't find the Almay one, I purchased this one from Wet n Wild. I did like it. It did hold my brows. It just didn't last long. This barely lasted me 6 months, not even. And the other one lasted me close to 2 years. So I wouldn't find this to be economical for me because it's not lasting me longer, and I don't use a lot of product either. So I have since purchased a new one I'm testing out. Today's actually the first day, so we'll see if it actually works or not. But I have two brow gel empties. As far as setting sprays, I have one. This is my It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better setting spray. I liked it, didn't love it. I find other ones that I have that do the same that are less expensive and are just more of a staple. So this is a sample size. If I get another sample size, I won't mind, but not to go out of my way to purchase it. Mascaras for your cara. So I have 5, and one is a primer. This is the Dior Show Maximizing Primer. This is beautiful. I really liked it, but I know I could find something inexpensive at the drugstore, so I wouldn't purchase this. The mascara that it's paired with, even though I use this with other mascaras, it's really nice, but it dried rather quickly for me. So it was already dry to begin with. So it was beautiful when I first started using it, but it got drier. And I didn't like that for the amount of money you're spending on this one. So I would not purchase that one. These were sent in PR. Then I have the Benefit Rollo Lash. I like this one, but I know e.l.f. has one that's very similar, if not exactly the same. And I have tested out the e.l.f. one, and I feel like it's the same thing, so I would just go with the e.l.f. one. The Too Faced Better Than Sex. I love this one too, but I know there's the L'Oreal Paradise at the drugstore, so I'll just go with that one instead of spending money on that one. And then the City Beauty Beyond Mascara. I have a coupon code down in the description box with this brand. Love this mascara. It conditions while you use your mascara. Beautiful volumizing. It keeps my lashes dark and fluffy and just upright. It's just so beautiful. I love this one. I've already have a second one in my collection, so that's a lot to say, especially for a brand that I'm not familiar with. I love this one, and I love the fact that it's a volumizing treatment, so it's a 2-in-1 thing. So I would always have this in my collection. I would purchase this one. It's worth it, and with coupon codes out there, you can get a good deal with this one. So those are the mascaras. I have 5 so far. Let's move on to blushes. So this year I've used up 3 cream liquid blushes. These were all surprise to me because I didn't expect to use any of them. Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Blush. This was too light for me, but I wasn't a fan 100% of the formula. So since these, I have given away the ones that I had in my collection, so I would not purchase that one. The Ilia At Last Stick, I use this completely up. I actually did like this formula. I know some people didn't, but for me, it was a drier formula, which worked better for my oily skin tone. As you guys can see, I'm super oily right now. I do have another liquid blush on. I have not blotted, but you can see how shiny I get, you guys, and I have not been outside. So I get pretty shiny in the summertime, so that one worked out well. Last but not least was the Tower 28 Beach Please. I completely used this one up in my Pan That Face palette. Enjoyed every bit of it, but I would not purchase this again because of and this was gifted to me, but I wouldn't purchase one on my own because of the whole natural ingredient thing. I'm not gonna waste my time and money on something that's gonna go rancid rather quickly and I gotta rush to use it up. It ain't worth my time. For bronzers, I actually used up 2 bronzers. The first one I used up was the Bare Minerals Invisible Bronze. I do have the medium to deep version. This is the fair to light, or light to medium, I believe is the other one that I have. Beautiful formula, loved it. It's very similar to the Hourglass kind of formula. Loved every single bit of it. It was a good one. It was a good one. Unfortunately, it's discontinued. The second one was my Laguna bronzer in my NARS palette. I forgot to pull that one out, but I did want to mention that I did finish that one off. It was in my Guy Bourdin palette. Completely finished off the Laguna bronzer in there, so I do have 2 finishes this year. As far as highlighter, so far I only have one, but it is a good one, you guys. A good one. This is the Marilou, Miss Marilou. I'm missing her, but I'm happy she has been completely used up. This highlighter is so old. It was so old, but let me tell you, when I'm talking about the older makeup just lasts so long because the formula never finished, never changed on me, the color never changed, the texture never changed, the potency as far as pigmentation never changed. It was just as if I had purchased it yesterday. Beautiful, loved it. I'm happy she was used completely up and not just thrown out. One eye product that I have that I used up was the Color Tattoo in Chocolate Suede. I have cleaned this out since. This was something I've been working on for quite some time, and I finally was able to finish it. It was like a chocolatey brown type of shade. It wasn't much left in here, but I'm happy that I got another color tattoo done. I don't think I'll have many more finished this year. To be honest with you, I'm not really working on them. I'm working more on my shadow sticks. All right, as far as lip products go, we have one lipstick empty. This empty is by Maybelline. This is the color Nude Embrace. This is a beautiful formula. You guys know I always use a Maybelline lipstick. Those are my favorite formulas at the drugstore. This is not a color I can repurchase, so I will not be repurchasing it, but I did enjoy every bit of it. And then as far as lip gloss goes, I have four lip glosses done. I consider my lip oils lip glosses because that's what I use them as. I don't use them as a treatment. I use them as a lip gloss. So we have the NYX Fat Oil. I don't take any stoppers out of lip glosses, by the way. If you're new, no thank you. I don't do it. It's disgusting to me. It just deters me from finishing up the product. So this is the NYX Lip Oil. I couldn't get the rest out at the bottom. It just sat in there. Love this formula. And I can always tell when a lip oil is a lip oil because towards the end it leaks. That's how you know it's legit lip oil, because I had to put tape around this because it's leaking in my bag. So yeah, I actually have other colors in there, so I love that. Hard Candy. This one is the Glosstopia in the shade Deep Desire. This one I didn't pull out the stopper, but I got most of the product out, which was awesome. Again, it leaks, so I had to put tape on it because towards the end it was leaking. Love it. I already have other colors, so absolutely, I would purchase those if I didn't have them. Tower 28, this was a gift. I love this formula. This is in the color Chill. I love this formula. I just don't like that it I went through this rather quickly. This didn't take me long to finish, and for the price, it's not worth it to me. I'd rather buy and have the Hard Candy or the NYX one. Those last a lot longer than this one, so I would not purchase that for that reason. Last but not least is Merit. This is in the shade Bel Air. I finished this one completely off. Love the formula of this. The downside is the doe foot applicator. It's stupid small, drove me crazy, and I don't got big lips, and it drove me nuts. So I wouldn't purchase any more of these. This was gifted to me or sent in PR. I wouldn't purchase them just for that reason because I don't like the doe foot applicator. Okay, you guys, so those are my empties. In total, I have 26 empties as of June 2024. That's actually pretty interesting. I can tell you right now, looking at this, I know I would have another face primer empty. Can't talk. I'm hoping to get another concealer and corrector empty, maybe one more foundation in hopes, another setting spray, definitely more mascaras. I can't say that I would finish any more blushes or bronzers or highlighters. Those are the harder categories, but I don't know if I would finish any more. 2 bronzers already. I think that's my goal. I don't think I'm gonna get any more out of it, but I'm content with that. Maybe another highlighter. I am working on a highlighter right now that already has pan, so I might be able to finish that by the end of the year. So you might see another highlighter. Lipstick, I'm trying, you guys. I'm trying hard, but I can't do it. Maybe another lip gloss or 2. I have a feeling another lip gloss or 2. So this number may grow between 10 to 15 more products. It all depends on what I do, how well I do, how consistent I am with using up my makeup. As you guys know, I'm always project panning. I'm always using things up, just how it works. I don't force it. I don't, make it a goal of mine to have certain amount done. I just do what I do and enjoy it. So that's where we stand, you guys. That's all that I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will put more videos on the screen for enjoyment. Until then,